A very good evening. It's Saturday, the 6th of April, and welcome to a brand new edition of Weekend Primetime News. I'm Arundhati Nayaka. First, a look at the stories making headlines tonight. Two vessels with 120 Sri Lankan refugees on board seized by the Indian Coast Guard. Leader of the JVP, Soman Samarasinghe, comments on leadership. A Sri Lankan captures footage of a harassment of Sri Lankan domestic workers in Saudi Arabia. Protest held again in Mithuramulla over a garbage dump. Sri Lanka in the top 5 in the Asian Five Nations Rugby Tournament. And now for the stories in detail. A Sri Lankan had managed to capture on video of a tragic situation that a Sri Lankan domestic workers in Dammam, Saudi Arabia had to face a few months ago. The Sri Lankan, who wished to remain anonymous, provided News First with the footage to ensure such incidents are not repeated.
This building in Dammam, Saudi Arabia is where Sri Lankan domestic workers are housed after they refused to work at where they had been dispatched and requested to be sent back to Sri Lanka. It's all what we saw. Opposite to my room there is another small room. It's so small it looks like a canal. No one would even imagine that Sri Lanka domestic workers are being held there and harassed. They tap the door at around midnight or 1 in the morning. They have no food or water. One day when I just took a look at it, I saw the women being harassed. The next day an Arab came and told me not to give them food or water. He told me that if I did not heed to what he said, he would hand me over to the police and charge me with theft. We thought it was not suitable for us to stay there. I was determined to capture the footage and arrive in Sri Lanka and share it. When I came back, I was told that if I show this to the Sri Lankan embassy and the Saudi Arabian embassy, the agency will be shut down and the owner will face losses. A promise was made to the police that I will be sent back to the country within 2 days, but I arrived after staying for 1 month. I suffered with no food or water. My friends helped me. I came from the airport without a penny in my hand. I somehow managed to collect 100 rupees and got onto the bus. I think the authorities will open their eyes on this situation. If women from other countries are provided security there, why cannot Sri Lankan women also be provided with security?
Now, after the news item was aired on the primetime bulletin on our sister channel Citizen TV, Minister of Foreign Employment Promotion and Welfare, Dilan Perura, spoke to News First. Here's what the minister had to say.
Very thankful to News First crew for showing us and showing the entire country about an incident that took place in Saudi Arabia. That incident was shown to us with evidence, and is exactly what we want so that we can deal with the necessary culprits in an incident like this. And I have already ordered an inquiry to the chairman of the Foreign Employment Bureau to conduct an inquiry, and within 48 hours I will call Sirasa and News First themselves, tell you exactly the actions they have taken regarding the incident. And this incident of this nature should be dealt with at forthwith without taking much time. The utmost punishment will be given to the culprits concerned.
President Mahinda Rajapaksa attended a Sinhala and Tamil New Year festival organised by the Welfare Association of the Presidential Secretariat. The event was held at the police grounds in Thimbiriga. The event commenced this morning under the auspices of Prime Minister D.M. Jayaratne. The 2013 Bakmaha Festival, organised by the Welfare Association of the Presidential Secretariat, comprised of many events. Speaking at a rally in Kurunegala yesterday, JVP leader Somwansa Amarasinghe hinted about a possible change in the leadership of the party. The event was organised to mark the April Viru Samaruwa.
Shouldn't there be a change in leadership? Do we need to have records of people going into politics in wheelchairs and enter parliament in wheelchairs? No, we don't have such records. There are rumors spreading and answers are needed. There is a limit to what people can do within their lifetime. The leaders as well as the party members should realize this. We obtain membership in the party not to become the leader of it. A time has come now where the leader of the party can once again become a member, and for the members to display their dedication to the party as well as their skills and to be elected as a leader. Then that leader can work to the best of his abilities. What does it mean to retire? To give up work when you can no longer do it? Jobs that can be done could be chosen. We need to reiterate that the JVP will provide such an example to the public.
Speaking at an event in Giriula this morning, former Army Commander Sarath Fonseca said that the country has fallen into a state where the law is not meted out to those who are not loyal to the government.
If you are not loyal to the government, then there is no law for you. The country has fallen into such a state. We condemn this situation. We made major commitment to attain freedom for the people of this country. Soldiers have sacrificed their lives for the country. Some were permanently disabled. They are ruling this country as millionaires by giving prominence to commissions and bribery and surrounding themselves with people from the underworld, murderers, drug dealers and drug distributors without any shame.
Addressing a meeting in Kundasale today, General Secretary of the United National Party, Tisatha Naika, said that the government has no party mechanism.
The blue trend has only become a trend of polythene and not a people's trend. They thought they could overpower us and do this campaign. They pay 1,000 rupees to take a ticket book and work from 8 in the morning to 1 in the afternoon. They have to sell 1,000 tickets. They give 1,000 rupees to the person who sells the tickets. Now that is the blue trend. Posters are put up by the Maganagamu movement. Today the government is lacking a party mechanism. The government is having only a mechanism for officials.
Addressing a media briefing in Colombo, Deputy Minister of Economic Development S.N. Chandrasena said that some in the opposition are spreading false propaganda about the government's stance.
They have started something called the green trend. I wonder if there is a green trend after many joined the blue trend. They say that some from our party have joined with Chandrika Bandaranayake Kumaratunga. Those in our party are not stupid to go behind Chandrika Bandaranayake. No one is prepared to fall into trouble by going after her. She did nothing for this country for 11 years. She did not do anything concrete that will be remembered. She ruled this country for many years. It is all lies to say that many are going to support her. We have the power of 161 members in parliament. The president will remain for another 3 years. All 8 provincial councils are ours. 95% of the municipal council are ours. If anyone is trying to leave this government which is so strong, they are going to be doomed.
Minister S.N. Chandrasena expressed those views addressing a media briefing in Anuradhapura. Welcome back to the news. A protest organised by the People's Movement against the garbage dump in Kolanawa was held today. They charged that even though officials promised to provide solutions to this issue, they are merely restricted to words.
The protest march commenced from opposite the Rahula College in Meethota Mulla and proceeded up to the Vellampiti Avisavela main road. They charged that the daily activities of area residents have been disrupted due to the disposal of garbage in the Pothuvil Kumbra area. This garbage dump spans across 14.5 acres. If this proceeds further, we will have to spend our entire lives under the shadow of this garbage dump. A DIG as well as a commissioner of the CMC made clear statements on the 5th of January that the garbage dump would be covered with soil and closed down in 48 hours. However, this is yet to be done. A tense situation arose when a tractor carrying garbage arrived at the location during the protest. Later, the police arrived at the scene and attempted to restore calm. The police later blocked the road and thereafter the protesters began a satyagraha campaign. The commissioner of the CMC, Badrani Jayawardene, arrived at the location and commenced discussions with the protesters.
අපි මේ සටන මෙතනින් නතර කරනවා ඔබතුමීට හරියට කියන්න පුළුවන් නම් දිනයක් වකවානුවක් කියලා දුන්නයි කියලා ප්‍රසිද්ධිය. කියලා අපි එතකන් ඉන්නවා. දැන් එතුමියට තීන්දුවක් දෙන්න බැරි තත්ත්වයක් තියෙන එතුමිය ඉහළ අයත් එක්ක සාකච්ඡා කරලා තීන්දුවක් දෙන්නම්. එතකන් ඔය කට්ටිය මෙතන ඉන්නවා. මෙතන ඉන්නවා. එතන උයාගෙන පියාගෙන කාලේ ඉන්නවා මෙතන. හරි. ඔයාලා කැමති විදිහට ඒක කරගන්න අපි සාකච්ඡා කරලා තිබුණු අරන් ඉන්නේ කොළඹ නගරේ ඉන්නේ. එතකොට කොළඹ නගරයේ ප්‍රධාන පුරවැසියා තමයි නගරාධිපතිතුමා. ඉතින් නගරාධිපතිතුමා එක්ක සාකච්ඡා කරලා තීන්දුවක් දෙන්න ඕන මම නිලධාරියෙක් නිසා මට මෙතනදී පොරොන්දු වෙන්න බෑ. නෑ අපි පොරොන්දුන්නේ අපි කියලා තියෙන්නේ මේක පස් දාලා වහලා අපි යම් කිසි කාලයක ඉවත් වෙනවා කියලා. නගරාධිපතිතුමා ළඟට ඔබතුමාලා ආවනම්
We inquired about the matter from the mayor of the Colombo Municipal Council, A.J. Muzamil. He noted that the urban commissioner has been assigned to look into the issue.
The Indian Coast Guard has seized 2 vessels with 120 Sri Lankan refugees on board. South India's Sun TV reported that they were seized by the Indian Coast Guard close to the Velangani coast in Nagapattinam while en route to Australia.
The vessel were adrift at sea after suffering an engine problem. According to South India's Sun TV, a helicopter dispatched from Chennai and a vessel dispatched from Rameshwaram had commenced a search for the refugees after one of the refugees had made contact with the South Indian police. After 6-hour search operation, an Indian Coast Guard vessel had detected the drifting vessel. The group of Sri Lanka refugees were seized by the Indian Coast Guard this morning and are to be taken to the city of Karaikal.
26 fishermen from Tamil Nadu who breached the Sri Lankan maritime border and engaged in fishing in the northern seas have been arrested by the Sri Lanka Navy.
Navy spokesperson Commander Kosala Varnakulasuriya said that 5 trawlers were also seized by the Sri Lankan Navy. The Navy spokesperson added that the arrested fishermen were taken to Kites Island this morning and were handed over to the officials attached to the Department of Fisheries. We contacted the Minister of Fisheries and Aquatic Resource Development, Dr. Rajitha Senaratne, on what future measures will be taken regarding Indian fishermen. The seized vessels will also be produced before the courts. All the fishermen will be remanded. Usually, the Indian High Commission would intervene for the immediate release. However, there are Sri Lankans imprisoned there, so we decided to take strict measures. We will implement the law. We will arrest those who arrive in Sri Lanka illegally. This has resulted in a 90% reduction in Indian fishermen breaching the maritime border.
An Indian parliamentary delegation is due to arrive in the island on Monday on an official visit. Director General of Public Communication at the Ministry of External Affairs, Rodney Pereira, said that the visiting delegation will remain in the country for 3 days. Topics such as a situation that has developed in South India against Sri Lanka are scheduled to be discussed. The visiting delegation will also visit the north and east of the country.